Acabamos hoy esto. Por lo menos el juego, lo que es la historia, y a ver si es posible, si no, en este vídeo, en el siguiente, sacar el platinito, que no es muy largo y creo que acabaría faltándome poco. No estoy muy segura. Ay, mi chivato, para luego hacer, ¿cómo se llama? Lo de todos los culpables, que me salgan todas las opciones. Mierda, lo tenía abierto y lo he cerrado. A ver. Porque es que si no, sí, yo creo que me quedaría alguna opción siempre. Espera, ponemos a pausa. Y es algo que me ahorro de luego volver a rejugar estos casos. Eh, vale. Esto, lo del trofeo, llega a todas las conclusiones del juego. Porque creo que me va a tocar jugar por lo menos del 1 al 4. Solo para eso. Sí. Porque en el 4 había 3 opciones y yo solo saqué 2. Hay que ala. Vamos allá. Que... hombre, doble asesinato, declaraciones contradictorias y tenía que hablar con él. Con el tío este me faltaba hablar. Sí. Porque ya había encontrado todo. Yo creo.
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
Cojera, contradicción. Es la contradicción. Es la cojera.
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Oh, time can pull tricks on you.
Cuéntame la
And
verdad,
what of
cabrón.
everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
El brazalete.
Mr. Turner, you were not sincere with me. Not then and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel inside a book.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor man. When I chanced upon the bracelet, I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by lying to me. But you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return this bracelet to its rightful owner.
Investigar el brazalete antiguo y averiguar cómo pudo llegar a Half Moon Street. A los archivos. Baker Street.
Hello, Toby. All you need now is a shawl and a mop cap, and you could be Mrs. Hudson's younger sister. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need.
Es que... Investigaciones... Artes marciales, marcas y emblemas.
That is not the one. That is not the one I need.
Investigaciones, nada. Periódicos. Caníbales, victoria, robo.
That
Tesoros
is not the one I
helenísticos.
need.
Nada. Cuidado de la reina, desastre minero, estudio en escarlata, huelga de las cerilleras. Jack el destripador. Asesinatos de
That is not the
Whitechapel.
one I need.
Defensa naval, escándalo, lamentosos. Las minas en una red de escándalo, no sé qué. El retrato de Dorian Gray. Esto era la película esta del chaval que salió en el que hacía de Caspian, que luego salía en Sombra y Hueso. No me da que aquí no es. Periódicos, enciclopedias.
That is not the one I...
Ah, mira. Estas bellas joyas antiguas forman parte de la colección de tesoros helenísticos. En la imagen se aprecian las 5 cabezas de carnero labradas en un brazalete, un collar y un anillo, todos de oro puro. Los 5 carneros de Mitilene llevan desaparecidos desde el 85.
Here it is. I need to continue my research in my archives.
Una pieza de un conjunto de joyas antiguas que pertenecen a la desaparición del museo en 1885. Esto sí saldrá en un periódico. Aquí. Un robo a traición. Los tesoros helenísticos fueron robados en la noche de ayer mientras se transportaban en un carruaje desde el Museo Británico a la exposición de arte de Glasgow. El dueño de una casa de empeños, Kenneth Butler, se puso en contacto con Scotland Yard esa noche e informó de un caballero que había intentado venderle una serie de objetos históricos en su local de Church Street. La policía procedió a arrestar al hombre descrito, un ladrón profesional llamado Vincent Foley, que estaba intentando escapar de Londres por el puerto. Fue identificado por el conductor superviviente del carruaje que transportaba la colección de los tesoros. Vincent Foley se niega a confesar dónde está el resto de tesoros robados. Ha sido llevado a prisión. Los tesoros perdidos aún no han sido hallados. Ajá, pues tengo uno.
One of the victims, Kenneth Butler, was involved in the story of the stolen Hellenistic treasures. A visit to his pawn shop should tell me more.
Casa de empeños. A ver. Vale. Casa de empeños. ¿Qué es? 12:20. Continuamos. Aquí está.
Mr. Butler's key matches the lock perfectly. Crampons and a sharp ice axe would only be brought here by a mountaineer. A flare
Pistola de
pistol.
bengalas.
Perhaps it was pawned by a destitute sailor.
El mostrador. Mira el collar.
The ram's heads. This necklace belongs to the 5 Rams of Mittelin collection. Interesting. That means that Kenneth Butler owned a part of this collection all this time, 10 years after the theft.
Hey Kenneth, me acuerdo de que en una ocasión me hablaste de 3 piezas de joyería en oro de la antigua Grecia con cabezas de carnero labradas. Todavía las tienes, ¿no? Bueno, pues tengo buenas noticias para ti. He encontrado un hombre podrido de dinero que está como loco por esa joya. Está dispuesto a pagar una fortuna. Puedo concertarte una reunión con el Millonetti si nos repartimos las ganancias. Te estaré esperando en el cruce de Great Alley con Half Moon Street el domingo por la noche, antes de los fuegos. O sea que la persona Millonetti es el que los mató.
It looks as though Mr. Butler kept a careful record of his operations.
A ver. Robo. Titan Chapman por robo. No. Nah, él no fue. Volveré a hablar con el tío este, con el Leighton. Es lo único que se me ocurre ahora.
Please believe me, Mr. Holmes. I'm not a killer.
No. Es que estoy aquí. Resolver el misterio de Half Moon Street. Tengo que volver a Half Moon Street. Hablar con este.
Mr. Holmes, what is the trouble with that lad?
No. A volver a Half Moon Street. ¿Habrá algo más que encontrar por aquí?
Why are you looking at me all the time like that?
I'm just watching you, lad. I never know what to expect from people like you.
People like me?
Yes, street beggars and thieves.
I ain't a thief.
Oh, no? Then where did you get whatever it is that you're gnawing on? I very much doubt that you bought it.
What ain't seen can't hardly be stolen.
Este tío...
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
A fairly long pole with a forked end.
Ah, aquí hay algo raro. ¿Está algún niño otra vez?
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he all right?
Yes. Es que no sé exactamente ahora qué habrá que hacer.
I suppose that I shall have to move my stool now.
Mm. Tengo algo que no he descubierto. ¿Tengo que hablar con este tío otra vez o qué?
I wish this crime had never happened, Mr. Holmes.
No. No sé muy bien qué tengo que hacer. La pértiga esta no la había visto. Tendré que buscar al... Es que eso normalmente te pone que tienes que hacer. No sé. Se produjo... Ah, vale. Se produjo un posible tiroteo entre Kenneth Battle y Brian. Sabía yo que aquí algo estaba haciendo mal.
Wiggins, my lad, what are you doing here? You'd best be leaving and be quick about it.
Qué pesado el tío
I've
este.
done nothing wrong. You'd learn more by watching Mr. Holmes. He knows exactly what he's doing. Not like you.
Oi, watch your tongue.
A fairly long pole with a forked end. I am unable to see any higher. I need to find something to lift my lamp. This should be useful. This is most definitely a bullet hole. The brick cracks are fresh. Watson, there was a third shot fired in this street.
A ver. Tercer disparo. Declaraciones de Layton. Hombre evanescente. La declaración de Layton Chapman acerca del hombre de la chaqueta desapareció de Hartmut ahora parece plausible. Los 3 disparos de la escena del crimen demuestran que hubo una segunda pistola que está en paradero desconocido. Habla con el agente Marrow y averiguar si sería posible que no viera a alguien que se escondiera en las sombras de Half Moon Street. A no ser que fuera él. Es que llevo sospechando desde el primer momento que el poli es malo.
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Holmes.
I would like to make sure that there are no places in Half Moon Street where a man could hide while you were running through it with your lamp.
All right, Mr. Holmes, what should I do?
Take your lamp and start walking, just as you did before, and try to find me.
Understood.
Un segundo. Vamos ahí. No sé qué tengo que hacer porque estaba con el teléfono. ¿Qué tengo que hacer?
I can see you very well, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
Pues... Coño. ¿Pero qué? Se me ha quedado clavado. Pero bueno. No jodas. ¿Se me ha quedado ahí? Joder. Me cago en su padre. Y no me tocará empezar solo eso desde el principio. Ahí. Coño. Me quedo ahí. Ahí está.
I can see you very well, Mr.
Vale.
Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
Ah.
Here you are, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
No, this is not how I walked at the time of the crime. I was more attentive. Let's start over again.
Coño, si está aquí.
Mr. Holmes, it wasn't difficult to find you at all.
It is obvious now. No one could escape Constable Marrow's lamp while hiding in the street.
A ver. Esquinas a la vista. Declaración de Layton. Sobre los muros. Si asumimos que había una persona en Half Moon Street en el momento del crimen, su única vía de escape tuvo que ser hacia arriba. Hay que reconstruir los hechos, emular los fuegos artificiales que describe Layton e intentar trepar el muro. Recoge la pistola de bengalas para emular los fuegos artificiales y las herramientas necesarias para trepar el muro. Ay. Aquí. Vamos a ver.
These tools are exactly what I need to climb the wall.
Y la bengala.
This is exactly what we need in order to imitate the flash of the fireworks.
De verdad. No entiendo por qué si aquí estoy bien, se recarga.
Look here, lad.
Ah,
You'd
bueno,
better
claro, que
go
salta
home
cada
and
vez.
start thinking about what a fine pickle your brother's landed himself in.
Ha! But he'll be free tonight, 'cause he's innocent.
Don't be daft, lad. It's a closed case.
No, it's not. Pesado es el agente macho este. Con el crío.
Constable Marrow, Watson, I would like to perform another kind of reenactment with your help.
I'm listening, Mr. Holmes.
I want to check if Leighton's testimony can be trusted. If someone could vanish into thin air at a specific moment.
But Holmes, I don't see how.
I am going to be the mysterious gentleman whom Leighton followed. I will stand exactly where he saw him before he was blinded by the flash. Watson, you will be Leighton. When I fire the signal flare, you should start to chase me.
I understand, Holmes.
You, Constable Marrow, just play your part and do exactly as you did. Just, please, wait 5 seconds after the signal flare. I doubt that Polly Powell would have screamed any earlier.
As you say, Mr. Holmes.
Let us begin then. Catch me if you can. The moon illuminates this wall. Anyone trying to climb it would be easily spotted by Constable Marrow. This wall is cast in shadow. It would be difficult to see anyone scaling it.
A ver.
I can barely see anything. Holmes? Are you there?
I should try climbing faster.
I can barely see anything. Holmes? Are you there? Where is he? My God, a man can't just disappear like that.
Mhm.
Holmes? Holmes? Where are you?
I cannot see you, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Watson, it seems that Mr. Holmes has disappeared.
Don't worry, gentlemen. I am up here, above your heads.
How on earth did you get up there, Holmes?
I am using crampons and a climbing axe, although the person we are looking for did not leave any traces of such tools. Constable, is there any way to get to the top of this building?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, I can show you. The door to the building can be found from Whitechapel Street.
Gentlemen, I am on my way down.
This is the back door of the building with the attic floor that you required, Mr. Holmes.
A ver. Una ventana rota. Chaqueta. Tejido gastado. Fibras negras.
A cluster of thick black threads. They're unusually strong. I should examine them under the microscope. It's empty. Someone broke through the window to get inside the attic, but in his haste he ripped his jacket.
Baker Street.
Let us take a closer look. It is not a thread, but a hair. I very much doubt that it is human. I need to compare this sample with a human hair and a horse hair. A shaving brush is usually made from horsehair. Watson, could you please pass me your shaving brush?
Here you are.
Watson, look, what's outside the window?
Well, I don't see anything. Ouch! Holmes!
Oh, don't make such a fuss. One little hair. Human hair is significantly thinner than the black sample. The horse hair is thinner than the hair that we found. So, this black hair belongs to an animal, and it is larger than a horse. A hair from a large and exotic animal.
Seguir el rastro del criminal y examinar el ático. Otra vez. Joder. Si no había nada. Truco de la desaparición. La persona a la que solo Leighton Chapman vio escapó de la escena del crimen trepando el muro. Era un acróbata talentoso. El criminal cogió el arma del cadáver de Kenneth Butler. Pedirle ayuda a Wiggins para localizar el circo en cuestión. Pero... ¿cuál es la puerta? Del ático. Otra vez algo pasa.
Mr. Constable, why did you become a constable?
Why? Because I wanted to serve Her Majesty, that's why.
And what about serving the people like us?
What? Your sort are the plague of London. Be quiet now.
Mr. Holmes?
We have good news for you, Wiggins. The investigation has proven very interesting so far. We found facts and details that confirm your brother's innocence.
Ole.
I knew it, Mr. Holmes.
But for now, Wiggins, we need your help.
Anything you like, Gov.
I need you to locate a circus that has stopped over in London. It needs to have disposed of at least one exotic animal. A very large one.
You can count on me, Mr. Holmes.
A la mañana siguiente temprano.
I do hope that those children don't get into trouble, Holmes.
Don't worry, Watson. I predict some news in 7 seconds.
Mr. Holmes, we found it. Here it is.
Fotografía de un
And
elefante.
this is a young Indian elephant, the highlight of the show. Duval Brothers, a well-known travelling circus that is currently stopped in London. I believe that is exactly the type of circus we are looking for. I'll pay it a visit.
Vamos para allá.
Aye, you! Stop right there.
Good morning, sir. Pardon me, but why am I not allowed to walk around here?
Because it's private.
Well, I only wanted to meet the artistes.
You're wanting to apply for... Nah, you don't look like the type of, artistic lockpicker that we're looking for.
You might be surprised.
What? Nah, I don't think so. Clear off.
Asegurarse de llevar el disfraz. A ver si me toca volver a Baker Street. Yupi. Disfrazados vamos a ir con Barbita tan feliz. A ver, tenemos que llevar. Ay, es para otro lado. Traje de bandido, sombrero y barba. El tocador. Ese. Este.
Stay where you are. What are you doing here, and where is Sherlock Holmes?
Calm down, Watson. Take deep breaths now. It's me.
Thank God, Holmes. I can't get used to your disguises.
Thank you, Watson. That means I
I'm
am ready
ready.
to go.
Ready to jungle. Perrito bonito. Parece otro. Está muy bien, muy bien.
Who are you? What's your name?
My name is Nigel. I'm here to open the locks.
Talented, eh? Let's see. Go inside the marquee and show yourself to Charles Foley. And I'd highly advise you not to trick him. Got that?
I've got it.
Aquí no hay nada.
So, everything is here, just as you asked. And what about the money?
Some of the barrels are wet.
Transportation issues, it couldn't be helped.
Whatever. We'll be here after midnight to pick up the supplies.
I want to be paid first.
No. You'll be paid after we make the transfer, as I said.
Right?
I hope that no one saw you. The police are on the lookout.
Of course not. I'm a professional.
Glad to hear it. Be ready for tonight, then.
Imprenta.
This printing press is old, but still quite capable of printing hundreds of pages per day. From lambs into lions, those are words of encouragement and defiance. That's a picture of a contemporary gentleman wearing a Robin Hood hat. Interesting. This poster was clearly made to fire up rebellion amongst the people. There are enough posters to paste across half of London's walls.
Barrilito.
This wooden barrel is damaged. It is difficult to say what is inside.
Pues hijo.
This wooden barrel is damaged. It is difficult to say what is inside.
Ábrelo.
There is a spot on this barrel that was intentionally painted out. The crest of the Honourable Artillery Company. Could it be gunpowder? I need to be sure. Judging by the fractions and the scent, I can confirm that it is, in fact, gunpowder. The barrels are roughly clustered. It seems as though they were brought here in a hurry. Powder kegs, a printing press, and a great many blank papers. All of this was stolen by the Merry Men quite recently. And these poster samples. I am quite sure it is not a coincidence. The Merry Men are planning some sort of sabotage.
Stop right there. Who are you?
Are you Charles Foley?
Maybe.
They say that I can open any door.
Do they now? We'll see that lock near the chains on the table over there. Open that.
A ver, tío Bobo. armado, revólver bulldog. Despiadado. Anillo labrado con cabeza de tal. ¡Ah! Dedos vendados. Entrenamiento. Acróbata. ¡Oh! Trofeo de oro. Metódico. Consigue 26 perfiles de personaje. Chachi. Lo mucho que odio estos puzzles. Voy a ponerlo así, casi veo algo. A ver. Ahí. Ahí. Y hago un levanto aquí. Excuse me. Ahí. Oigan, esto está así. ¿Pero por qué no? Esto es ahí. Vale, esto es ahí. Esto ahí. Esto es ahí. Y me falta esta. Joder. No me lo puedo creer, de verdad. Pues voy a intentarlo al revés. Esto tiene una raya. La naranja esta. ¡Ay! Mira lo que me he encontrado. Bueno, pues déjatelo para ahí guardado. Ahí. Este solo puede ir unido así. Entonces, claro, el problema es este, porque no sé dónde están las rayas del otro. Aquí así. Y el naranja... Hay que moverlo ahí. Madre mía. ¡No sé! ¡Oh, mal! Este es difícil. Esto me está tocando las narices. Es que el problema es este, que no sé cómo cojones ponerlos. Así ya hemos visto que no. Esta mierda raya. Pero es que luego aquí... No, solo tiene esas dos rayas. Ahí está. Ahí. Más o menos. Espera, espera, espera. Ahí. Y es la del fondo. Ahí. Ole.
I need to find out what's behind this Charles Foley.
Entonces, a ver. Ahora tengo que unir esto para que me salga otra opción, ¿o qué? Hombre de la chaqueta. Charles Foley lleva un anillo antiguo. La última pieza que faltaba del conjunto de joyas de los 5 carneros de Matilene y también un revólver al cinto. Eso demuestra que Charles Foley es el misterioso hombre de la chaqueta que tan hábilmente escapó de la escena del crimen de Half Moon Street. ¿Y esto por qué no lo puedo unir? ¿Falta algo? Explorar el circo. Ahora.
Ah, well, they're right. What's your name?
Nigel Shirley, from York.
Ah, Nigel from York. Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
Cojera de Turner, prisioneros de Westgate, llave, ladrón encarcelado, contradicción de Turner. No. Será la llave.
Ah, Nigel from York. Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
No. ¿El ladrón? ¿Eso?
Ah, Nigel from York. Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
It's a long story. I met your brother, Vincent the Butcher Foley, in prison. He told me all about his betrayal and all about you. Before I was released, he told me that you might find a job for me one day and pay me some money for me craft.
Well, he died 7 days ago in prison.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right. The traitor has paid the blood price for it. And you'll do the job anyway, because I need a talented lockpicker. I know just where to search for his legacy.
It's all about the Hellenistic treasures, isn't it?
Osh, you fool. Now, listen up. You'll come with us tonight, and you better mind yourself.
Us? Wait, who's coming then?
Billy, Jack and me.
And what will I get for that?
We'll share the loot. The one you seem to know about.
Right.
Wait for us at the abandoned manor house on a corner of Ladbroke Grove and Kensington Park Road at midnight.
Deal.
Vamos a Notting Hill.
Here I am at the manor. Somewhere inside it are the Hellenistic treasures. This lock is quite old. It shouldn't be much of a challenge.
Como sacamos estos últimos, joder. Vale, así es fácil.
I need to find where the safe is hidden and lockpick it.
Este ha sido fácil.
This cupboard is an absolute mess. Several books have fallen from the shelves. It seems as though this cupboard can be moved. I'll give it a try.
Anda, mira la primera.
So, that's the lock I must open tonight. Let me see.
Bueno, otro puzzle de estos, a ver. Los zombies con toda mi vida. Son difíciles. Aunque el otro lo he hecho a la primera, pero... Hostia, ha sido fácil. Joder, pensé que iba a costar más. Me ha parecido ahí muchas cosas. A ver qué hay.
What a surprise. Another lock. And I won't be able to pick it. I recall that precious key around Foley's neck. It might prove a decent fit. I suppose they hired me to only open the first lock. Let us wait for the thieves, trap them, and find out.
Vale.
Let us check the thieves' possible escape routes in the event that they are caught off guard by the police from the front door. This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency. The ground floor window is a perfect way to escape the police. Although this window is high above the ground, it would be possible for one of the thieves to attempt to use it for their escape. This should be useful. One step on these beads, and our thief will go flying. I should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined. Any thief who finds his way upstairs will roll down very quickly. I wonder what this old chandelier is doing on the floor. It looks as though it was poorly attached. I suppose that the thieves already tried to open the lock with this formidable hammer, but they were unsuccessful.
Alfombra.
Oh, that's a lovely old carpet.
A ver.
solid rope. This should be useful. The door is now blocked. This hatch leads to a cellar. This works very well. No one will escape through this window now. I wonder what this old chandelier...
A ver... Este por aquí no va, pero se pone por aquí y sale por ahí. Claro, pero esto lo tapo con la alfombra.
Oh, that's a lovely old carpet. The door is now blocked. This should be useful.
Ahora la coge.
Now, if anyone takes the hammer, the rope will uncoil and make the chandelier fall.
¿Por qué no me deja cogerla?
If he runs through the dining room and takes a sledgehammer to force open the door, the chandelier will knock him down.
Ahora no me deja cogerla, pero es solo eso, tapar. Y el tapa aquí. Entonces, es que es eso, hay que cerrar esta habitación.
There is no ladder. If anyone falls here, he will need assistance
Ah,
to
y
get out.
ahora pongo la alfombra. Cógela.
This should be useful. Now, it's not an open hatch, just a nice carpet on the floor. I should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined. Now, if a thief runs through the kitchen, he'll pay a surprise visit to the cellar. The traps for my circus companions are all prepared. I can leave now, but I'll return
Juego de
later
niños, completa
with
25
Charles
minijuegos
Foley
y
and his
puzzles sin
companions.
saltarlos. ¡Trofeito! ¡Ole! Ya queda menos. Uy.
Police! Police!
Tal cual.
Stop where you are!
Where are they?
Trapped, Watson, with your assistance.
How so?
Well, you sounded just like a real Bobby, my dear fellow. You startled them into the traps.
I did?
I assure you, Watson, it was quite an entertaining show. They will not escape the house now.
You scum!
And this is the pistol used for the murder in Half Moon Street.
How'd you know about that?
Have you closed the case yet, Sherlock?
¿Quién es este?
Mycroft.
Ah,
What are you
Mycroft.
doing here? Did you follow me?
Sherlock, it may seem that I used you, but you should be pleased to know that you have served our queen well, in this instance. So now, let us catch the big fish. But this man is not one of the merry men?
No.
Then why exactly are we here, Sherlock?
This gentleman, Charles Foley, has been involved in a double murder, and the hunter of a set of valuable antiques, the Hellenistic treasures, which disappeared in a theft many years ago.
You're no better than the coppers!
Holmes, that is incredible. The Hellenistic treasures.
Indeed.
Nothing but trifles. Where are the merry men?
I don't know why you are asking me, Mycroft. They are yours to find.
I'll see you soon, dear brother.
Ya solo queda esto. Y creo que ya estaría. Este bulto. Venganza de Foley. Tengo que absolver esto lo han cambiado de sitio. Tengo que absolver a Foley. Sí. Y aquí me salta el
Charles
trofeo por
Foley, you
hacerlo
were a
todo.
witness to a double murder. You were standing next to Vercotti when Butler fired at your accomplice. The jeweler missed him, but they proceeded to kill each other with simultaneous shots. Even if your intention was to retrieve the stolen treasure, you did not intend to kill. I shall inform Inspector Lestrade of that fact, so your sentence should be the lighter.
You are a fine gentleman, with your fake pity.
I do what I think is right. It is never due to pity. Farewell, Foley. I shall leave now, Watson. Gentlemen, please take our friends here into custody.
Where are you going?
I have unfinished business. I'll see you at Baker Street.
Resuelto el misterio. Terminado el juego. Prácticamente.
Be careful with the lamps. Don't bring them too close to the barrels.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Who's there?
That is of no importance. What matters is who you are and the plans that you have here.
So you can stop us from carrying them out?
Yes.
Eventually, yes.
Hey, careful. You'll blow us all up.
I'm listening.
We are a group known as the Merry Men. But I suppose you knew that already. We are the men who've already lost everything of value in their lives. We are ruined shopkeepers. We are workers who were fired from their jobs Honest people who were robbed. We were forced out from our homes and thrown onto the street. And all of this in the name of the so-called law. The laws that were set out by our government. The laws that make the commoners only more vulnerable and the wealthy more protected. We are not only from the British Empire. Some of us are from the New Lands, America, Australia, and we are many. But men we are still, and we are merry for that we stopped being afraid. For those powers that be had done their best to plant the fear inside our souls, and we accepted it so easily. The fear advised us to keep our heads bowed. It prevented us from fighting. Bankers and politicians, they own our lives, our work, our bread, and they push us to compete between each other, just to see who may serve them better. But in the end, they are the few, so they are weak. They are nothing without their titles. We should not fear them. Our so-called masters should fear us instead. The time has come for our group to stand tall. Our great and many merry men. We are going to blow up the London Stock Exchange. No life shall be lost. But ownerships, debts, and property titles? They shall all be destroyed. They're only papers, after all. So many people will be freed over this night.
That is a radical step to take. What result do you truly expect?
Chaos. But soon people will understand that they are free, and that they don't belong to anyone. They will be able to work for themselves, together, without letting the rulers dictate what to do, and finally justice will arise.
What you are intending to do is a crime. It is not justice.
How do you see justice, then? Kids go to prison for a loaf of dry bread. And how many lords do you see punished for stealing from their people? Sending them to their deaths in mines or overseas to fight for land? Our masters wouldn't hear us. So now it's time to sing the song of the merry men. Will you let us do our duty?
No.
When people fight the Order, they are too blind to see the consequences that throw society into chaos. I shall stop your actions, but not you. Run. Now!
¡Catapum! ¡Pum! Ferite, ferite. Qué chulo va con su gorro.
So, you're interested in Russian literature now?
Quite, lately.
It is an interesting book. I remember a few lines.
Really? I tried reading it myself, but I had a hard time understanding it.
Yes, Doctor. It's about intelligence. Sherlock, I vaguely recall one of the lines. Sometimes it takes something more than intelligence to act intelligently. There were also a few words along the lines of, pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. Tell me, Doctor, does my brother show any signs of pain or suffering?
Not that I know of.
Because you see, Doctor, behind all of his masquerade, my brother does possess a deep heart. So deep that he does not recall where he places his love.
Well, I'm sure that...
His love and his duty that, in the first place, should be directed towards the Empire. For without it, we would be nothing. A country filled with uncivilized men.
And the Empire needs order and discipline. It has no room for chaos.
People who commit crimes, or at the very least intend them, deserve punishment, Sherlock. Without justice, there can be no civilization.
But we serve the truth, not justice.
Your truth, Doctor, that may prove immoral. Allowing people to
Mucho bla
terrorize
bla bla
London,
ahora, ¿eh?
destabilizing the whole empire.
Terrorize only the powers whom you serve, Mycroft, Not I, not Watson, not Mrs. Hudson, not Wiggins.
Sherlock, the merry men are to be stopped.
Not by me. You created the merry men. Stop them yourself. Only make sure that you don't create 10 more merry men by arresting the one.
Good night, Dr. Watson.
Good night, stupid.
Anything in the post, Watson? Any clients worthy of our attention?
Only a second reminder from Mrs. Hudson about our new neighbour. She urges you to remove your...
Oh, I don't care about that.
Holmes, the lady who will be moving in shortly has requested the use of our spare room to place all of her boxes.
Wait, what? A lady?
Yo acepto la decisión. Sí. Personalidad tipo hombre compasivo. Toma. Termina el juego, sus crímenes, tus castigos. Hermandad culpable, termina el caso de Half Moon Street. Hombre de carácter. Obtén la máxima puntuación de personalidad. Y ya. O sea, vamos a ver, a mirar en la PlayStation App. Está de puta madre el juego. Me ha gustado más este que el Chapter 1. El del Chapter 1 está muy bien la historia, pero me parece muy poco intuitivo. A ver, faltarían 4 trofeos más el platino. ¿Qué serían? Interacciona con Toby en cada caso, llega a todas las conclusiones del juego, llega a 6 conclusiones correctas para los 6 casos, vence a Kynes en un pulso. Perfecto. Entonces me toca volver a jugar el primer caso. Y no sé si me toca jugar 4 casos. A ver. Esto es de la siguiente. El siguiente lo tengo, de Devil's Daughter. No sé, yo solo quiero ver si hay alguna escena o algo. Pues nada, no es nada, realmente es... Ya está. Y ahora puedo jugar cualquier caso. Sí. Pues que creo que tengo que jugar 4. Pero bueno. Voy a intentar eso, saltarme todas las cinemáticas.
Holmes! Holmes, will you stop that?
Está como una cabra.
You are utterly mad. Stop!
Is that...
Sí, sí, sí.
He can...
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
Venga. Sí sé lo que va a pasar. ¿Dónde está el perro? Tengo que interactuar con el perro. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está Toby? ¿Y Toby? Creo que me faltaba solo en este capítulo tocar al perro. Esto es lo que llevo antes. Para generarlo. Este. Ala. No está el perro aquí ahora mismo. Pues nada. Porque creo que eso que solo me falta. Ese es un trofeo.
Mr. Holmes.
Y sé lo que tengo que hacer perfectamente. Examinamos las huellas.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
Sí.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Madam.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. But I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Can you...
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Do you...
At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... Oh, dear.
Was your husband...
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes. Life with Peter was never easy.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
You undertook a pilgrimage. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Thank you, madam.
A ver. Vale, a ver, a ver. Sí, tengo que repetir 4 casos.
It seems that the garden was well maintained. It seems that the garden was well maintained. The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade? These scratches are fresh. You're right. What a terrible way to die. This place is not covered with dust. An object was taken.
Es que lo cuñazo es que me toca hacer todo otra vez. Uy.
The tooth of a... The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain. Someone drank from this glass recently. The initials PC have been crudely burned. The initial... This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations.
Bueno, espérate, si creo que he hecho todos los puzzles. Si los he hecho me lo paso por el forro de las narices. Creo que están todos los trofeos de los puzzles. No ganado. Vence a Keynes en un pulso. Llega a 6 conclusiones correctas, llega a todas las conclusiones del juego e interacciona con Toby. ¡Hala! ¡Venga!
Yes, this is a course.
Se lo tenía ya casi hecho. Además.
Rum. It seems that the weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense. This man is... J.H. J... These abbreviations... This blood... This would... Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed. Peter Carey... Peter Carey was fully dressed. The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that... Peter Carey... Old navigation. Aha. Someone was here. These boots.
Well,
this looks like the perfect.
Me gustaría poder saltar esto.
Shh. Did you hear that?
Uy, que se me cae el mando.
There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! All right, you...
Sí, sí. Muy bien. Tu, 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 tu.
These are the suspect's belongings. The notebook that we... These abbreviations... A pocket knife. A handkerchief. And partner, 1883. From R. Dawson. To my friend, Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer. Does this...
Me falta uno. Ahí.
This... The...
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
Vale.
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
The ring... So...
The ring is mine.
No. The... Well, I will see you soon, young man.
A ver. Ahora, acción rápida, clavado a la pared. Experimento necesario.
Please let me go. I am innocent.
A Los archivos. Vamos a Baker Street. Y el perro. Ahí está, Toby. Es que creo que eso me falta.
Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
Ah, pues bueno, pues no sé. Dos son.
Here it is.
Me da igual lo que ponga porque ya sé lo que
Now I-
pone.
The spot. Tell. No.
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon. What? I need to take a harpoon with me. That should do it. Now I am ready for the experiment.
No sé si tengo que hablar más con ella. Sí.
Is there...
I'm not sure. It might be that he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
The guard...
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Your husband...
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there. It should be somewhere in his cabin.
Thank you, madam.
A ver, intento de forzar la puerta. Recuperación del cuaderno. Vale. Falta la caja de lata y faltan papeles de valor. Cuaderno recuperando más robo de papeles. No lo sabemos todavía. Carnicería. Vamos, venga.
Well, Holmes, you should aim for the mark in order to... Holmes, you should try to aim better and throw as hard as you can.
Ah. Es que es difícil, tengo que... En la raya esa justo. ¡Ay, mierda! Ahí.
This is the...
Of course.
A ver. Ahora. Faltan los papeles. Y la caja de latón. Nada. Todavía nada. Nos vamos a Scotland Yard.
I have... Interesting. (1883). This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. Log notes for June. Nothing unusual. Log notes for July. Nothing special. Log notes for August. Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR. A torn... There are three...
Wiggins. Vale, me la pela los diálogos ya.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service. Big.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you.
Vamos para allá.
Mr.
Sí.
Of course. It's in the evidence room. At your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
Sí.
These are the suspect's belongings. Liam Hurtley's old... The stains are fresh. A pen. Please escort this suspect for intent. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already...
Precisely, and considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
Cicatriz vieja. Pañuelo con un no sé qué. Restos de plantas. Manos de jardinero.
That's all for now.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing.
Baker Street.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire. I need to prepare a chemical agent. Second, third.
Era. Si es que me acuerdo. Azul. Verde. azul. Naranja. Bueno, ¿qué cojones? Si me los puedo saltar. Hacer lo de las botas.
These boots. Does the...
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Thank you, madam.
Está mintiendo. Que lo sé yo.
These are the suspect's belongings. I wonder if these are connected.
8532.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however. Please tell me.
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
The second pair of boots that you had... Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember.
Venga.
What would I be doing there anyway?
Joder.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Joder, las botas, el jardín. Pero, ¿qué cojones?
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven,
La petaca
would you
será.
care
Bueno,
to
como ya
explain
no me
it?
acuerdo exactamente de todo,
remember.
porque estaba saltando el día algo,
What
pues
would I be
claro.
doing there anyway?
Petaca. Es que
Now that your
no sé qué
presence
hago.
at Woodman's Lee
Ya
has
no sé
been
cuál le he dado.
proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember.
A ver,
What would I be doing there anyway?
le he dado al grabado, a la petaca. Joder, pensé que le había dado la primera.
So
Hide? What are you talking about?
¿Ves? Como no estoy escuchando el... Pero me da igual.
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley.
Hide? What are you talking about?
Jardín, bien cuidado. A lo mejor le he dado 3 veces.
Hide? What are you talking about?
So
Hide? What are you talking about?
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter?
Now touch. That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but please escort this suspect for interrogation.
No quería meterlo ahora ahí, pero bueno.
Tell me, Miss.
I was trying to find some information about my father.
El bono de valores. Ay, de verdad.
I was trying to find some information about my father.
That's all for now. Well, I will see you soon, young man.
A ver. Tiene que salir el del muchacho culpable y el muchacho inocente. Aquí. No. Bonos robados. Móvil de Nelligan. Vale. Fuerza bruta y clavado a la pared. Se da lanzamiento afortunado. Joder. Te sale que Nelligan es culpable. Que sabemos que no lo es. Luego, intento deportar. Más papeles desaparecidos. Proeza de fuerza. Cuadernos recuperando. Más sobre el papel. Intento de forzar la puerta, más papeles desaparecidos. Aquí me faltan los papeles.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Thank you, madam. Let's see what could be hidden here. Let us see what is in this box.
Oh.
A bundle of hurt.
Buscando papeles de valores, bonos robados y proveedores. Vale, ahora huellas de Liam Harley y no es jardinero. Presencia inexplicable. Carta de Judith Carey y confesión.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Mrs.
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
Carta de Judith Carey y confesión. Aquí. Celos desesperados. Móvil de Harley. Jardinero celoso y tal. Fuerza bruta y cada se debe tiro afortunado. Harley es culpable. Pero no lo es. Baker Street.
Mr. Holmes.
This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC, the same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch. Wiggins.
We found Pat.
Good.
He lived. Thank you.
Voy a acabar porque creo que tengo que ir a hablar con este. ¡Ey! Esto está ya finiquitado casi. Ay.
I'm not saying another word.
Bueno, pues a ver, vamos a seguir. Culpable. Cartas de Liam Harley y la confesión. Coqueteo sin importancia. Inocencia de Harley. Me digan culpable. Ah, vale. Aquí. Posible conspiración. 2 asesinos. No. Vale. Vale, me falta... Este... Vale, dame un segundo.
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor.
Joder, tengo que cortar. Voy a ir a Biker Street y corto.